Hello everyone. Today I am going to discuss malicious software or unwanted program. If you are talking about the malicious software, then we can say that software that is designed to harm our computer system, then we can say that is the malicious software. These programs caused undesired action in information system. There are so many forms that malicious software can spread from one system to another. That are the email. It means is if you attach any file and that file may have some unwanted program or malicious code, so that can harm your computer system. Infected floppy disks or the pen drive or infected drive that you attach to your computer system by downloading or exchanging of corrupted file. If there is any file corrupt, then avoid to download it or exchange it through keyboards or any others through pen drive or any other system medium embedded into computer games. So malicious software can also be embedded in the computer games. Now there are so many types of the malicious software. First one is your virus. Virus are nothing, it is only a program that are spread to other software in the system. That is, program that incorporate copies of itself into another program. Two main categories of our viruses. First one is a boot sector virus. This boot sector virus infect boot sector of our system and it activate while we boot our machine. Second one is the file virus. What is file virus? It infected program files are called the file virus, or it activate when program is run. So these are the two main categories of our virus. Now there are the another category we have of viruses, that is a polymorphic virus, a stealth virus, armored virus, and the companion virus. If you are talking about the polymorphic virus, then it produced modified and fully operations code. It produces new and different code every time when virus is copied and transmitted to a new host. It is difficult to detect and also difficult to remove. If we are talking about the second category of virus, that is a stealth virus, then programming tricks make the tracking and understanding the code difficult. Complex programming method used to design code so difficult to repair infected virus. It is very much difficult to repair this type of virus. We can only remove it. If our file is corrupted or if our file is suffering from this type of virus, then we cannot recover it. We must need to delete it only. Next one is the armored virus. It hides modifications it has made to file or to the disk. Report false value to program as they read file or detect data from a storage media. Next one is the companion virus. What is companion virus? Creates new program instead of modifying existing program. It contains all virus code and executed by shell instead of original program. Next one is another type of unwanted program is a rabbit. It is malicious software and replicates itself without limit. Re-attack the infected system and it is difficult to recover. It exhausts all the system resources such as CPU time, memory, disk space. It depletion of resources, thus denying user access to these resources. Now, another one is the hoaxes. False alert of a spreading virus. It alert false, such as the sending chain letters, message seem to be important to recipient, forward it to other users. So become a change. Exchanging large number of message in chain and flood over the network resources and it wastes your bandwidth. It block the system on network and access denied due to heavy network traffic. Next one is the Trojan horses. This is also a malicious program with unexpected additional functionalities. It includes harmful features of which the user is not aware. Such features are perform a different function than what these are advertised to do, neither self-replicating nor self-propagating, user assistance required for infection. In fact, when users install and execute infected programs, some type of Trojan horses include remote access Trojans, keyloggers, password stealer, and also logic bombs. All these are the different types of Trojan horses. Next one is the transmission medium. It transmits over the email and in the spam folder. When you download a file, when you trust a disk from a resources, also a legitimate program with the Trojan inside, and the Trojan look for your personal information and send it to the Trojan writers such as the hackers. It can also allow the hacker to take full control of your system. There are so many types of Trojan horses such as remote access Trojan. It takes full control of your computer system and pass it to the hacker. Second one is the data sending Trojan. It sends data back to the hacker by means of the email. It works automatically. For example, keylogger, it log and transmit each keystroke. Next one is the destructive Trojan. It has only one purpose, only to destroy and delete files, unlikely to be detected by antivirus software. When your computer system affected with this type of virus, then your files removed automatically. Fourth one is the DOS or denial of service attack. It combines computing power to all computer system. It in fact to launch an attack on another computer system, flood the system with traffic, hence crashes. Next one is the proxy Trojan. It allows a hacker to turn users to make purchase with stolen credit card and run other organized criminal enterprises in a particular username. Next one is the FTP Trojan. It opens port 21. Actually, it transfers the file from one to another and let the attacker connect to your computer using FTP protocol. Next one is the security software disabler Trojan, and it is designed to stop or kill security programs such as antivirus software, firewall without your know. Next one is the spyware. It explores the file in an information system. An information forwarded to an address specified in a spyware. A spyware can also be used for investigation of software user or preparation of an attack. Next one is the trapdoor. It is a secret undocumented entry point to the program. An example of such feature is also called the backdoor, which enable intrusion to the target bypassing user authentication methods. A hole in the security of system deliberately left in place by designers or maintainers. Trapdoor allow unauthorized access to the system. Only purpose of a trapdoor is to bypass internal control. It is up to the attacker to determine how this circumvention of control can be utilized for his benefit. So, there are the two types of the trapdoor, undetectable and the hardware trapdoor. Undetectable are the virtually undetectable and the hardware trapdoor are security related hardware flaws. Now, next one is the worm, a program that is straight copied of itself through a network. Worm does irrecoverable damage to the computer system. You must need to format your computer system, otherwise there is no such a way through you can recover your files or recover your data. It is a standalone program and spread only through network. It also performs various malicious activities other than spreading itself to difficult system such as the deleting files. What are the attacks of worms? It delete file and other malicious action on system. It communicate information back to attackers, for example password and the other informations. It disrupt information normal operation of system. That denial of service attack due to reinfected system. Worm may carry viruses with them. Now, means of the spreading infection by worms. It infect one system, gain access to trusted host listed on infected system and spread to other hosts. Any method of infection is penetrating a system by guessing password, by exploiting widely known security in case password guessing and trusted host accessing fail. For example, a well-known example of this is a particular keyword that invade millions of computers through email in 2000. Now, what are the desirable properties of virus? Virus programs should be hard to detect by antivirus software. Viruses should be hard to destroy or deactivate. It spread infection widely. It should be easy to create, be able to reinfect, and should be machine or platform independent so that it can spread on different hosts. Detecting virus infected files or programs. Virus infection file change gets bigger. Modification detection by checksums such as use cryptographic checksum or hash function for modifications or detections. There are the few examples of cryptographic or hash functions. Add all a 32 or 62-bit segment of a file and store the sum to identify the virus. How can we identify? Actually, virus is a unique program. It is a unique object code. It insert in a deterministic manner. The pattern of object code and where it is inserted provided a signature to the virus program. This virus signature can be used by virus scanner to identify and detect a particular virus. Some viruses try to hide or alter their signatures, such as random pattern in meaningless place, self-modification codes like metamorphic or polymorphic viruses, such as encrypt the code and change the key frequently. Now there is another where what are the place where viruses live. So viruses live in your computer system in the boot sector, in the memory residence, in the disk, in the library where some procedures and classes that store some processing classes, in the compiler it means your software, and debugger virus checking program infected by virus unable to detect that particular virus signatures. Effect of virus attack on computer system. What are the effect of virus? The virus may affect users data in memory. It means they can overwrite your memory. Virus may affect users program. Virus may also override system data or program or corrupting disrupt normal operation of system. Smashing the stack, buffer overflow due to execution of program directed to virus code. Next one is the preventing infection by malicious software. So use only trusted software for prevention. Do not use any pirated software. Test all new software on isolated computer system. Regularly take backup of the programs. Use antivirus software to detect and remove viruses. In mostly cases, if your virus attack on your boot sector, then it is very difficult to remove that type of viruses. Update virus database frequently to date new virus signatures. Install firewall software which hamper or prevent the functionality of worm and Trojan horses. Make sure that email attachments are secured. Do not keep a floppy disk or the pen drive in the driver when starting a program unless sure that it does not include malicious software else virus will be copied in the boot sector.